Okay, so we are the last reporter for the research reporting, and our topics will be covering chapter 7 and chapter 8. So, the topic that I will be discussing at this moment is the data processing and the categorization of raw data. So, this chapter deals with the procedure of processing and tabulating quantitative data. This is chapter 7. So we will be focusing on how to process and how to tabulate the data gathered in your quantitative research. So the first step is data processing. So this process involves three basic steps, which are categorization or classification of data, coding of raw data, and tabulation of data resulting in data matrices. So of course, there are three categories for this one, and the first category is the categorization of raw data. So of course, when you are after gathering the data that you are going to need when to come up with a conclusion or sa inyong kanang kuan. Of course, you have to categorize the data, and the first rule is that you categories are set up according to the research problem. So of you have to kanang kuan categorize it according to your problem so that you will be so that it will be easier for you to uh, compute later on. So the categories are exhaustive. The categories are mutually exclusive and independent. Each category or variable is derived from one classification principle, and any categorization scheme must be on one level of discourse.
Good day, sir. I'm Remy Chiming dito. My topic is all about coding of raw data. Raw data are usually transformed to code, which could be either alphabetical or numerical. The first step in the raw data conversion process is the construction process is in the construction of a coding or code book, which is based on the variables and categories of the study. My explanation is coding of data refers to the process of transforming collected information or observation to a set of a meaningful, cohesive categories by coding. Data research is classify and attach conceptual labels to empirical objects under a study in order to organize and interpret them in the given research context. For example, kwalitatibo ang coding usa ka proseso sa pag-ila sa usa ka tudling sa teksto o uban pang mga butang sa datos, litrato o lagway pagpangita o pag-ila sa mga konsepto o pagpangita sa mga relasyon tali kanila.
Data tabulation. Tabulation is a process of sorting, counting, and organizing statistical facts in a systematic order in a table or tables. This can be done either manually or by hand, or by the use of all machines such as mechanical counter sorter or the electronic computer. So, dirito ang katong na-gather ni mo nga data, dili ni mo siya i-arrange, i-organize, na katong imong katong survey, dili ni mo siya i-gather tanan para imong hanayon. Data matrix. The data matrix is the final output of processed quantitative information. It is a tabular presentation of data in statistical form according to frequency of occurrence arranged in rows and columns on the basis of variables in their categories. So, pareha rin siya itong sa data tabulation, pero muna ni siya ang final, dili na katong i-arrange na siya ni Mugtarong nga muna siya ang final mong output para i-process ang quantitative information.
Gamit tables. Gamit tables are needed in the preparation of data matrix. These tables have all features of real tables except for the absence of statistical figures. They are useful in planning how the research data can be summarized, organized, and analyzed. My explanation of dummy tables. Successful completion of dummy tables allows cross-checking against questionnaires to ensure they are collecting all the correct data. It also gets collaborators to agree on the important data items during the design stage, and it allows advanced planning of interim and final analysis. Dummy tables are basically an outline of a table or figure which will use to represent the result. The plan tables are figures bring into focus of what you are doing and how you will display your result. Hi sir, ako day puli sa report ni Riza Avila kay busy siya sa iyang kasal. Chapter 8, Data Analysis and Interpretation. This chapter deals with the components and types of analytic procedures and rationale and aspects in data interpretation. Data analysis. Analysis is the examination of data in terms of characteristics, patterns, trends, and relationships so as to answer questions or to meet the objectives of the study. Ang data analysis kay mura siya gather imong tanang data nga imo ma-acquire ana niya hatagan og conclusion. For example, kay research bakaron kung pila nga nung daghan kaayo unemployed sa sige gather namo data may baw-an nimo ang reason pwede tungod sa pandemic ni nihit ang trabaho so ma-demand or could be another reason sad. That's all, thank you.
Good day, sir. My name is Remigison Ramos. My report is all about the data analysis. Data analysis is the examination of data in terms of characteristics, patterns, trends, and relationships so as to answer questions or to meet the objectives of the study. So, pananglitan sa pag-analyze sa usa ka data mao ang mataghigayon bitaw nga maghimo kita og bisan unsang desisyon sa atong adlaw-adlaw nga kinabuhi nang pinaagi sa paghunahuna kung unsa ang nahitabo sa miaging adlaw or higayon kung unsa ang mahitabo pinaagi sa pagpili sa mga desisyon. So the next is units and levels of analysis. Unit of analysis refers to the element of the study, populations on the basis on which the analysis is made. Unit of analysis may be individuals, as in Ardelis and David in 1985 study of construction workers in the province of Iloilo construction worker. So the unit of analysis refers to the main parameter that you're investigating in your research project or study. So example is the different types of units analysis that may be used in a project include. So number 1 is individual people, second group of people, third is objects such as photographs, newspapers, and books, and the fourth is geographical unit based on parameters such as cities or countries. Then the last is social parameters such as birth, date, and divorce. So that's all. And the next report is Garcia.
So the topic I've been given to today are these two, and these are, first one is analytic procedures for qualitative data. Second is analytic procedures for quantitative data. So analytic procedures for qualitative data is as given here. Qualitative data can be analyzed by the way of classifying them into categories, observations, or responses, which are essentially similar or are put together into a class or category, making possible the quantification and simplification of the task of analysis. So first off, what is qualitative data? So as far as I remember, qualitative data can be focuses more on the why rather than the what. It also focuses on the quality of the respondents' answers rather than the sheer number of the respondents. It also It also focuses on more on the opinions, or rather the way the respondents are thinking at the moment, rather than pure numerical equations. So yeah, that is qualitative data. And by classifying and categorizing them, the answers of the respondents, we can simplify the task and analyze it more smoothly and evenly. So yeah, that is all for analytic procedures for qualitative data. So next is analytic procedures for quantitative data. As I've said earlier, the qualitative data is quite the opposite of quantitative data, because qualitative data focuses more on the quality of the respondents' answers and their share opinion and feelings at the moment, rather than pure numerical or facts numbers. So what I said here, this is used when the researcher deals with numerical values, as I've said, which facilitate counting, summarization, comparison, and generalization. Yes, and this focuses more on the this focuses on the process of collecting and analyzing numerical data, and it also can be used to find patterns, averages, possibly make predictions, and test causal relationships and the generalized results to wider population. So it focuses on facts, and through these facts we can also summarize. Through the facts or the data we have gathered, we can summarize it and compare it for more clear test results, and possibly generalize it as well. So I guess that's it. That is all for me.
Hello everyone, I'm Clifford Lord Morant. I will be the one to report the levels of measurements and types of analytic procedure. Levels of measurement. There are 4 levels of measurement, which are the nominal, the ordinal, the interval, and the ratio. Types of analytic procedure. First is the descriptive analysis. This type of analysis merely describes the characteristics of the subjects under investigation. The second one is univariate analysis. As the term suggests, this type of analysis examines single variables. The third, types of analytic procedure. The third one is the bivariate relationships. There are studies which call for determining the relationships between pairs of variables, such as intervention and effects or inputs and outputs. The fourth one is the multivariate analysis. This analytic procedure is employed when there are research questions which cannot be answered by the use of bivariate analysis. That's all. Thank you.